Damn it, it was all so pointless. I've never seen so many people utterly heartbroken.
Forcing innocent citizens to risk their lives? That man was not a noble, but a monster.
What could have pushed Lord Lenato to this point?
Everyone was a bit shaken by the militia fighting alongside our enemies.
Yeah. Says the reality in
If
battle.
only everyone could face reality so unflinchingly. The commoners who allied themselves with Lord Lenato believed they were fighting for a just cause. It would be disrespectful to consider them simply victims when they died for what they believed in. Still, we have no choice but to eliminate those who cling to unreasonable ideas of justice. Even if our enemies are the gods themselves, we must never lose sight of our goal. Is it? Such a day may come, whether you expect it or not. You should be ready. Really,
No.
I'm just like Lenato. I, too, will be the sort of ruler who's willing to risk the lives of my citizens in service of a higher cause. It's not possible to change the world without sacrifice. Dying for the greater good is not a death in vain.
Professor, I'm afraid this incident is far more serious than anticipated. I found this on Lord Lenato. It's a note that mentions a plan to assassinate Lady Rhea.
Oh no.
I can't tell who sent it, so the source is suspect, but the content is too disturbing to ignore. We must report this to Lady Rhea right away. I hope that it's nothing.
I am glad to see that you have returned safely. The goddess is gracious with her divine protection. But it was not only her divine protection that shielded you, was it? You are just as skilled as I had hoped.
Thanks, man.
I am not so sure. I heard some of the students were hesitant about fighting militia. However, we must punish any sinner who may inflict harm upon believers, even if those sinners are civilians. I pray the students learned a valuable lesson about the fate that awaits all who are foolish enough to point their blades towards the heavens.
Our real concern is what Catherine reported. The secret message that was in Lord Lenato's possession. It contained a deplorable plot to target the Archbishop on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth. The plan seems unrealistic at best, but a threat is a threat. We must maintain constant vigilance. To that end, I would like for you and your students to help with security on the day of the ritual.
All right. I'm gonna go with you can count on us. Yeah.
Most reassuring. You have my gratitude.
The rite of rebirth is of paramount importance. It is when the Church of Seros and its believers unite to pray for the return of the goddess.
Okay.
The Archbishop and I will be confined to the Goddess Tower once the ritual begins. Of course, the knights will be on high alert as well, but there aren't enough of them to keep watch on every corner of the monastery. It is far from ideal to be forced to mobilize students, but the gravity of this situation requires that we all bend to avoid breaking.
While there is no need to fear for my safety, we cannot turn a blind eye to those who would blaspheme so heinously.
With any luck, this will all be for naught. Still, be on your guard.
And save. And save. Aha! I saved it.
Part 1. White Clouds. Blue Sea Moon. The Goddess's Rite of Rebirth. As the sun grows stronger and the nights grow ever shorter, the Blue Sea Star returns to the sky once more. Believed to be the goddess's home, her followers look to the star and commence celebrations of her rebirth.
Yay.
On the grounds of Garreg Mach Monastery, a grand ceremony is held in honor of this much anticipated event. Every true follower of the Church of Seiros is sure to be in attendance.
All right. 3,000 gold. It's Caspar's birthday.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Our mission this month is to patrol and set up defenses to stop the assassination plot.
I wonder if an assassination attempt is truly the goal of our enemy.
What do you mean?
You must sense that something's off about all of this.
I mean, not particularly.
A barely concealed secret message, trying to distract us from whatever's really going on. Sloppy, to say the least. And while everyone is out searching for a phantom assassin, they'll be free to accomplish their true goal with ease.
The monastery houses many valuable weapons. Perhaps that is their aim?
I hear the monastery has a treasure vault, too. Seems like the sort of place a foe would like some alone time in.
Garreg Mach is immense, and not just above ground, but below as well. Perhaps their aim lies beneath the monastery.
It seems to me that we should search the monastery for a clue as to what the enemy might be after. Of course, we must never underestimate the need for preparedness, in case a battle should ensue.
A secret meeting, Professor? Oh, we haven't been introduced. I am Shamir.
Shamir is one of the Knights of Seiros, and this young man is...
I work for Lady Rhea, and I'm Shamir's apprentice. Oh, the name's Cyril.
Cool.
Yep, she's teaching me about the bow and the sword and all kinds of stuff. I've got to protect Lady Rhea, so that's why I've got to learn all I can from Shamir.
Cyril adores Rhea. That aside, if you need anything, ask.
Okay. Why that aside, though? Like, I think it's fine that he adores her. I don't know. Well, it looks like we're going to explore. 100% of people did. I think I'm still trying to figure out what those little icons are for, and I'll probably dig into it next time I start. But, you know, I assume there's some sort of events related to those two things.
However, could I know something? Still, it is heavy on my mind. The stone within the sword. A glow of red. Oh, it is nothing.
How's that? You spend too much time roaming the monastery. If you're looking for something, try less aimless wandering.
Thanks.
Do you even know who the enemy is? You can't know why without knowing who. It's none of my business anyway. I'm just here to take care of enemies who get too close.
Alright, where do I decide to go first? Alright, to the dormitory. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure coming up in the next episode, you're going to see... I think I forget to save it at the end of this recording. So there's a lot of it that's done twice, and I skipped through a lot of it. But long story short is that think that you were going to end up seeing some of these
People
conversations
die
a
in
couple of
every
times.
battle, and it can be by sword or spear or magic, but depending on who it is that died, depending on who died, it's different. I hope nothing bad happens this month.
I don't know. I think I was trying to decide if I wanted to go through and edit it down. But at this point, I'm just not sure. What's going to be repeated versus
Our enemy's true target. What could it be? The monastery has been around
versus
for
just
nearly
letting
a
it
millennium.
play out.
It's only logical that there are secrets here. We'd better investigate. Would you mind asking around and seeing what you can dig up? Once you've uncovered some leads, we'll regroup. I have a favor to ask.
Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to let this play out. I'm pretty sure I talked to everybody. And then we're going to go to... we'll probably cut out like me running through all this again.
Cyril,
And we'll get to the
He
conversation.
was originally from a foreign land to the east called Almyra. I know he's still only a child, but I do wonder about his true intentions.
That's so.
So we'll take...
There are numerous books in this library that you cannot find anywhere else. But once you are here, you can read them easily enough. I doubt someone would go to the trouble of stealing one. Sometimes Scytale will dispose of books that are deemed inappropriate for the monastery, but that's about it. In a way, I suppose that makes those particular volumes more valuable, right?
Sure. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So if see, this is why I remember having some of them because I did. Oh, did I go through the support here? Oh, maybe not. I guess we'll find out. But so the issue is that I run through and talk to all these people again in the next episode. Or at least the next recording session, rather. So if I can cut all of that out, then great. And then some of the stuff that I'm doing now, see, now I'm going to go through and organize some items. But some of the stuff that I'm doing now is going to be repeated to an extent that I don't know that anybody's going to want to watch it twice. And if I'm putting out content for you guys to watch and kind of go through this adventure with me, then I personally wouldn't want to sit through it twice. So I'll take a look at it. I haven't finished editing that video yet, so it'll be a good thing to kind of check out. Looks like right now I'm just kind of checking everybody out, see what they're doing. Oh. What was the guide telling me? Monastery, seminars, battalions. Huh. More stuff. It's unfortunate that I don't know what it is that I'm looking for here. Combat? Alright, whatever I was looking for, it looks like I didn't find it. Yep. I think I was trying to look up stats definitions. That makes a lot of sense. You couldn't find how stats affect weapons and things like that. You know, so who benefits the most from, you know, that vitality, or who benefits the most from this fruit of life to increase HP by 1. Permanently increase luck by 4. I don't know how luck affects anything. Dexterity is what I was looking at, and I think that's my initial thought is that helps ranged. But I guess as people learn stuff and progress through their stuff, I'll see, you know, whose dex scores spike and you know, help them out. And again, it helps to specialize people so that their strengths are stronger. I don't want to create. I'd like to create people who are have specific uses. I do like people to be all around good. But I think in the case of the way that this game is structured, it'd probably be best to have individuals be specialized where the group as a whole is.
What a terrifying story. However, an
All purpose.
assassination attempt on Lady Rhea is doomed to fail. Pardon? You think the goal may be different than simple assassination? Intriguing. I suppose the priceless objects in this room could perhaps draw thieves. However, there's no one but me who could make use of them.
Yeah, so probably not anything in here getting stolen.
I can't believe I left this behind. Thank you so much for retrieving it.
No problem. I see Catherine.
Really? You'd best keep your distance.
All right.
In this nervous state, I might just cut you down.
Please don't.
Oh, come on. I'm only kidding.
I don't know you.
You'd best keep your...
Yeah, I think at some point I do figure out that you can just try and give everything to everyone, which is it wastes time. Like I'm not. I think the way that I'm going to play this is if I can't figure it out through getting to know these people, then I'm just not going to give it away.
Might you have come looking for me because you were worried about my safety? I am aware of the possibility.
This lady's kind of a jerk sometimes.
I am trusting that you will not allow your attention to wander or wane.
You got it.
Hey, you.
Yeah, I haven't quite figured out the map at this point. I haven't figured out the map controls. I did think I do figure that out next recording session, but if I'm going to cut it, you're not going to see me figure it out.
Professor, in Brigid, assassinations are many. I have also been the targeted, back in the past. The Goddess Tower has an entrance of narrowness. That is most good. The windows are not the most good, though. A target of ease for snipers.
Indeed. So many people to talk to.
Speaking of, can you imagine the Archbishop being murdered? I prefer not to consider such a gruesome scenario. That easy to get under your skin, is it?
Why are you a dick?
Hey!
Hi. Let me in. There we go.
Really? Listen.
Look, hey.
The goddess's home is in the sky. She lives on a bright and shining star. But in the spring, you can't see that star. That means she can't protect Fodlan. That's why we all celebrate the day when her star returns to the sky. That's the day of the rite of rebirth. See? See? I've been studying. I know just about everything.
It's good, kid. Where are you going? Where are you going, Scytale?
That reminds me. People seem to think that all the Knights of Seiros are equal, but that isn't quite so. There are many distinguishing ranks within the Order. For example, there are squires who are training to become knights, as well as full knights, like myself. Oh, and then we have the holy knights, such as Catherine. Those are the knights that can wield a hero's relic.
Oh, all right. That's good to know, though.
Impossible. I have a thought. Have you visited the Goddess Tower? It's a sacred place used for rituals and the like. In general, students aren't allowed entry. But as you'd expect, that rule just excites their curiosity. Some have even tried sneaking in. Well, at least for this month, that kind of behavior is totally unthinkable. We have a lot more security, what with the goddess's rite of rebirth coming up.
So you ended up going there and not talking to that kid. I'm bad. I'm bad at this game.
Hey, did you hear? A knight wielding a scythe is roaming around town at night.
Yikes.
If he's a villain, I'd like to get the measure of him.
I'm not going to ask her to help. Mercedes is my forever help for some reason. I don't know, I might change that up. I think, I don't know, I think the way my group is composed, I still struggle a little bit on the healing. But I haven't needed it very much, so I don't know. I'm going to keep bringing her for the time being, just to overheal. Again, I'm playing like super cautious. Don't want to lose anybody. Okay, I figured out where the run button is.
Excuse me, Professor? I just wanted to let you know that Lady Rhea is always real concerned with you. She expects great things, I think. Please don't let her down, okay?
Okay, I'll try not to.
Not just saying that.